I'm going to start by asking you how your week's been, because it's been a really strange one, probably in our lifetime, hasn't it?
Yeah, really sombre. You don't really realise it until you're flooded with the news in particular, and I found myself watching so much in and around, you know, that whole 10-day mourning period, and sombre, I think, is probably the right mood.
You had an amazing privilege
to
meet her, didn't you? What was that like? Whoever I speak to, they can still remember it.
So
like
surreal.
yesterday.
I can remember what she was wearing. I could tell you what watch she had on.
Wow.
I remember wearing, you know, these glasses where actually her eyes look really big in them because they look like reading glasses.
And I bet when you remember,
she was impeccable.
What she said to you as well.
I do remember what she said. She said to me, she told me that she'd watched the cup final, and that she enjoyed watching it, and that she's enjoying watching the growth of the women's game. She
would have enjoyed the summer, wouldn't she, seeing what those Lionesses did, you imagine?
Absolutely. I'm sure she would have. I'm sure I watched some old footage of her the other day playing as a child, and I wondered whether she would actually have grown up now playing football as a youngster, you know, where perhaps that opportunity wasn't afforded to her. And I'm sure she would be extremely proud of the Lionesses and everything they've done.
What makes you the proudest as you sit here from what they achieved in the summer?
I think winning. Because, look, we can talk about the impact it would have had winning the biggest stages. Is something I value. And to do that with the amount of pressure and expectation, I've always been really clear about this. They had to win this summer. And they did, and Serena and the whole group deserve huge credit for the pride that I think the nation feels in them, and the lives they've impacted.
And it's 10 years that you've been in the Chelsea hot seat. Your best memory of those 10 years? If I could just have one?
Do you know what? I wouldn't. I couldn't do it because I think that'd be wrong to pick any particular win. I will always say that it's the people. It's always the people. They're the things that matter the most.
Where will you be in 10 years, do you think?
That's a great question. But I think in a calmer, serene, relaxing place, I probably would say.
So not football management? Because that's not calm and serene, is it?
I'd probably say in 10 years' time I won't be in football management.
Really?
Yeah. I think that would be a stretch at that point.
How many years do you think you can carry on?
How long's a piece of string?
Are there other jobs you maybe want in that time before you decide football management isn't for you?
I mean...
Would you not love the challenge of working abroad again in the men's game?
Yeah, I think probably, I'd say, rather than a job, I don't know what my life will end up looking like, but I think I would probably like to live abroad again.
But not necessarily manage? Men's game, the challenge of... Does that not excite you, being the first woman to coach in a men's game?
I don't think about anything other than my team. I mean, I know that's really boring, but I just think about how are we going to win Sunday.
WSL in 10 years' time? Will it be the WSL?
It'd be amazing. I would enjoy it.
Sit at home with a cold drink?
No, I want to be with the fans. I'll be sitting there cheering on, I hope. I hope I can look back and see this amazing product that everybody's built and this profession around the sport.
Yeah.
And
female coaches around the world?
Yeah.
Coaching men's teams?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think society will get to that point at some point, and yeah, who knows? You never know, that might happen.
And somebody who can add to your sort of talking board, learning board, I guess, is the new man in Mr. Graham Potter.
Yeah, great guy.
He's such an interesting character. Sort of spent a little bit of time with him. Does things very differently, and I guess he's someone you could really tap into over the next
Graham and
while.
I have been on courses together abroad.
Do you have a relationship with him?
We knew each other beforehand.
Did you?
So know Graham from before, and we've had some, you know, educational experiences together. I think, where were we that time? We've been in Germany. We've been in a couple of different places, I think. But yeah, Graham's an amazing communicator, educator, leader. He's inspirational, I think. You know, I really, really want him to do well here.